It's the Gray Fox.
And I'm Vixen.
And welcome to Battlebox Mission 40.
Mission 40, Sniper Box.
Sniper Box. So, as you guys may or may not know, I'm big into shooting, and Vixen is just starting off in that realm of the rifle shooting.
Yep, it's fun.
It is fun. She's been working the pistol for a while, and she seems to like that. We got her a nice Kimber last year. So I'm pretty excited about this box. I was able to see at least one part of it at Blade Show, which we just came back from. That was a good time.
Yes, it was.
So starting off with the first item.
Okay, so in the basic box, the $24.99 cost, the first item we have is the Long Range Shooting Handbook.
And that's by Ryan M. Kleckner, and he's a sniper instructor, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And, you know, books are knowledge. This is a pretty cool book. It simplifies the training of being able to get yourself into that mode of being a long-range shooter. At least gives you the science behind it in an easy way to read.
Right. So it'll go on a shelf, or it'll go in the bathroom for reading material.
Absolutely.
But it's a $24.95 value.
There you go.
Okay.
Spartan Accuracy Grease.
So that's the second item in the basic box, the Modern Spartan System Spartan Accuracy Grease.
This stuff is pretty slimy. A little bit goes a long way, guys. So, Spartan Accuracy Grease. The Spartan products have been really, really nice. I haven't had any issues. I use the other stuff we got in the box, and that stuff works really, really well. But be careful you don't accidentally touch this stuff and then rub it on something else.
And don't try to eat it. I don't think it's good for consumption.
Probably not. Next up,
we have the Rifle Cheek Rest with ammo and admin pouch.
so it has a spot for some ammo. It has the pad on top that's nice and soft. The problem with my rifles are most of them have adjustable buttstocks, and it doesn't fit really well. So it just straps on, has a nice cushion top. It's a little stiff. I think I'd take a little bit out for a good cheek weld, but it's not bad at all. And then you have the Velcro sticking to my mat there, but you have an admin pouch on the other side that you can stick something in. And the nice thing about this admin pouch is that the admin pouch will actually completely come off of the carrier itself. So if I ever get one with a solid buttstock, I have this this piece to go on there, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so next up we have the Shooting Rifle Rest.
So it's got like wings on the bottom, so you can kind of set it up. So what I did is I put that box there to show an awkward rest position, and it fits on there really nice and stable. So it's a cool rest. You can use it in a lot of different scenarios. I like how universal and flexible it is. It's got some padding, not a ton of padding. It'd be hard to use on its own, but on something else it works really good. So I think it's going to be something that I'm going to try out. Pretty cool.
Okay, so that was the last item in the basic box.
How much was that?
So the Shooting Rifle Rest was $12.99. Mm-hmm. So altogether, $24.95, $11.50, $13.99, $12.99 comes to a value of $63.43.
Next up, we got the what is it?
So next up in the advanced box, we have the Real Avid Gun Tool, $24.99.
So you got a little slot there for your Phillips and flathead bits, and those tuck away so you don't lose them. They have a little slot in the front for you to put them in, which is pretty cool. Underneath you have different types of hex and Torx drivers, which are the most standard sizes for your rifle. On that side. On the other side you have some other tools like a choke wrench for your shotgun, and all the way up to 10 gauge, which is pretty cool. You have a kind of a hawk bill knife, which was kind of sharp. It wasn't super sharp, but it was kind of sharp. And you have a punch tool, which is pretty cool for driving pins out, which is kind of neat. And then it was kind of hard to get to that last, I believe it was a Torx or the last Torx. So it was hard to get to that, but if you have to pull out that other one to get there, it was pretty cool. But all in all, I think it's a pretty cool tool. It says gun tool although you could use it for a lot of different tasks. Pretty neat product.
It's a really nice multi-tool, actually.
Really nice multi-tool. What's coming up next, Vixen?
So next up we have the rifle cleaning kit.
Rifle cleaning kit. I actually have one that's very similar. I actually kind of like this one a little bit better. So you got this strap here that you can use to put on your molly webbing. And it's really smooth, really clean. It has the 3 buttons that are very positive. When you pop it open, it's Velcroed, so it sticks together fairly well. And then you have a excuse me. You got a mesh window and a clear window pocket. In the mesh window pocket, you got a bottle for your CLP or whatever else you want to use. You got a cleaning brush for knocking the carbon off. A big one or a small one. Not for teeth, right? But we had those in the Marine Corps. They fit right in the buttstock of your M16. Here's some patches that you can run through to collect some of the carbon off of your weapon after you clean it. You can put some CLP on it and run it through, and then a dry cloth and run it through if you wanted to. But those work really good. And then you have a couple of the brass punches for putting different size punches through your rifle or shotgun just to clean out the carbon, which is pretty neat. Those are handy as hell. They knock off the heavy stuff. Then on the bottom pouch, you have these Q-tips, which come in way handy. They're also handy to kind of break and splinter, because you can use those splintered pieces to get into tight places, which works really, really well.
Or I guess in a pinch, a home DNA kit.
Yeah, you could do a home DNA kit, I guess. These I thought were going to be metal, but they're actually plastic. But they look like they'll work really, really well for cleaning some carbon off of some tight places and getting into places that are hard to reach, which is pretty neat. I actually haven't seen these in a kit before, so that's pretty cool. I actually have those in my garage that I use as a tool. I have tools, but I never saw them in a gun cleaning kit like that, which is pretty neat. And these are your standard screw together rods. So they all just kind of screw together and make a long rod for punching through. You'll find that the T-handles are a little tricky to get out and then close again. You have to find the right angle to do that. This little guy here is for your swabs to push your cloth through. And they just screw together. There's no specific order, but they screw together and go through the punch, go through your bore. And that's the T-handle, which, like I said, can be awkward if it gets locked in together. So I actually had to get a good angle on it to open it up. Kunk! And there you go. Mine didn't spin as freely as I would have liked, but maybe I just need to put some lube on it. It'll be fine. But they just screw together, and then at the end it has the same size hole, so you can screw your punches through or your cloths through. Pretty simple. But all in all, a really nice cleaning kit. It just snaps together. Everything just drops right back in the case. No problem.
Okay, so that was everything in the advanced box. We're now on to the Pro, which has exactly one item, the 9-line apparel rifle bag. Yep.
So you'll see I put a Just One Project logo on there, which was the Battlebox Just One project. Relentlessly Patriotic, I believe it says. That's a 9-line bag. So on each side you have this deep pocket. It's actually separated on the inside, so you can put stuff in the front and the back, and they won't actually interfere with each other, which I thought was pretty cool. You can cinch that down. In the center pocket is pretty good size, rather large. Oh yeah, there's the patch that you can take on and off. So a large pocket that you could put, something fairly sizable and deep in there. I mean, you could even put some medium-sized binoculars in there if you wanted. And then the other pouch on the other side, everything clips in and cinches down nice and tight. But the other side pouch is the same as the first one. I just showed how you could put separate magazines in the front and the back. So there's a AR style magazine, and then 22 magazine, which is pretty neat. And then you have a couple of side pockets in here on the top. That's where we attach that cleaning kit. And then you have the side pocket. I don't know, they're pretty tight, so you can't put a whole lot in there. Maybe some pens or something. There's a matching one on the other side, and of course more MOLLE to add more pockets or whatever you wanted. Then you gotta unstrap those things, find your zipper, which for me they were right in the top and I didn't see it. Knucklehead. Oh yeah, there it is. So anyways, you have 2 pockets in the front. I thought the zipper was messed up, but it's just because it's new. You just kind of have to go separate it and then go up and down. But you have a nice pocket on that side for storing whatever you want, and then a bigger pocket on the top for storing different things. Kind of cool. And then on the bottom of it, you have 2 Velcro pockets. So mind you, when you have your weapons in there, those pockets are going to be pretty darn tight. But pretty cool. Needless to say, you can put a lot of cool stuff in there. Fit a lot of your range stuff in there. A couple boxes of rounds, whatever you wanted. And then the main pocket on the inside, you have spot for 2 rifles. What I liked about this bag in particular is, first off, as you can see, you can slide your buttstock and your barrel underneath those 2 corner pieces. But I like that I can leave my optics on. Some of my cases you can't leave your optics on, but you can strap that down as tight as you want. They work just fine. And then you can flip that cover over and you have room for another weapon. So you can have 2 guns, both with, you know, regular optics in the case without a problem. What do you think of that case, honey?
I think it's pretty cool. I think everybody knows by now that I like a bag. Mm-hmm. And a useful bag with lots of pockets and lots of straps. Definitely awesome. Yep,
pretty deep, lots of padding. It'll work just fine. I like the fact that I don't have to take my optics off. It makes a huge difference. Mm-hmm. And Nine Line is a great company, and I'm glad Battlebox and them were able to work this out. But pretty cool. I like it. Thumbs up. Peace. So next up we have the
Pro Plus, the Knife of the Month Club.
Knife of the Month Club. So we have the Sniper Blade Works DMF folder, which comes in this cool carbon fiber looking case with their logo on it. And zip that bad boy open.
I really like that case.
Case is pretty cool, right? Then there's the DMF folder. I was able to see this at Blade shows. Pretty cool. I like it. Case is cut out for it, so it's not going to go anywhere when you get it in there. But just a big, mean, big honking knife. Really quite cool. Has a really sturdy pocket clip. It's not going anywhere. It's of course a frame lock. So there's the frame lock that my thumb is on right there. Blade has a really unique shape and style to it. You've got the carbon fiber in the handle, which is really pretty.
It is pretty.
Mm-hmm. It has that really unique blade edge. Real thick on the front. You're not going to chip it. There's the Sniper Blade Works logo. Pretty cool. And then just a really unique shaped knife with that frame lock in there. It took me a second to figure out how I wanted to open it. I wanted to open it upside down. I wanted to open it right side up. I figured out if you start it, then you can just whip it open, no problem. And you can close it one-handed without too many issues. But it's big and it's a little heavy, but it's not so heavy that you wouldn't carry it every day.
Kind of a manly looking knife.
It is a manly looking knife. Absolutely. So what do you think of the box?
I think it's interesting. I wasn't too terribly excited because I don't see myself as a sniper necessarily.
No, no.
So, and I probably never will be unless there's a zombie apocalypse. In case that happens, I definitely will be a sniper.
It's more of a shooting box than a sniper box per se. I mean, just generally learning how to shoot better it's good for everybody, right?
Right.
You know, and this just gives you some products that will help you shoot better, do some rifle maintenance, carry your stuff to the range, keep your weapons clean. You know, a really cool knife, really good reading. Even if you're not going to be a sniper, if you can learn to shoot a little bit better by reading the book, why wouldn't you read the book? That tool is cool. That grease is fantastic product. That bag is fantastic. You know, I really dig the knife because of its originality, and I think Sniper Blade Works makes an outstanding product. So all in all, I give it a thumbs up.
Okay. I really like the knife. I really like the bag. And the rest of the stuff, you know, yeah, it's cool.
Cool. All right, guys. Take it easy. Peace.
See ya.
Stay foxy.
Stay foxy.